Welcome everyone. Welcome to Love Alchemy, the place for divine love transformation. I'm your host, Tamara, and I love being here. I love talking about self-love and the true love that is within you. So divine love transformation is about connecting with your divine self, with the all that is, that lives and breathes within you, because at the heart of everything, we are love. We are love. So today, as promised, I'm going to talk about the divine feminine. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we spoke about the divine masculine and the distorted masculine. And now with the divine feminine, this is a kind of a whole new ball game in a way, because as you will discover, we've kind of put the divine feminine on the back burner. And we've allowed this masculine counterpart, divine or distorted, to come to the forefront, which kind of makes things a little imbalanced. So, we are in this world, living in this world where the distorted masculine has become very prevalent, as I spoke about a couple of weeks ago. The distorted masculine is about aggression, control, manipulation, an egoic way of being. And we can see this through wars, numerous totalitarian leaders, officials, and also within ourselves, where we operate from a place of control, deception, manipulation, coercion. And now that we have that, recap out of the way, let's talk about the divine feminine. Now, I mentioned in the last podcast talking about the divine feminine is just as important, if not slightly more important, than our chat about the divine masculine. And like I said, mostly for the reason that the divine feminine has been pushed aside, buried, kind of made to appear secondary and not as important as the masculine counterpart. But, like I mentioned the last time, the divine masculine and divine feminine need to operate together to create more harmony, more balance in this world. So, remember, when we are speaking of the masculine and feminine, we aren't talking about gender, but about characteristics or traits that we all have inside of us. To balance the masculine and feminine traits within us means wholeness. Now, before diving into what divine feminine is, let's just discuss what it is not. The distorted feminine is disempowered, fears conflict, lacks self-worth, is codependent, and operates from ego, just like the distorted masculine. Both are operating from a place of ego and attachment, of trying to get something or whatever that something is, because if we want attention, then we're going to behave in a certain way that is going to get that attention. Now, you can see this behavior in men and women where the distorted feminine is present. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, you're going to have this masculine and feminine traits. But with the distorted feminine, on some level we have all operated from the ego And the distorted feminine requires the ego for some means of survival. However, staying in the ego state too long prevents us from embodying our divine essence. So let me clarify here. We do have certain levels of ego that we operate from, and more from a means of survival. However, when we are operating from that egoic state, more so than we are operating from a heart-based, heart-centered space, then we are in this distorted masculine, distorted feminine. Rather than realizing that we are divine essence. So what is the divine feminine? The divine feminine means allowing, nurturing, nourishing, creating. It's about intuition, healing, expression, and allowing. As mentioned, we need both the masculine and the feminine traits to bring things back into balance, to bring things into wholeness. But most importantly, in today's world, bringing the divine feminine back into the mix is imperative. It's what is required for us to become a more leveled, more balanced, more loving society, world. It's what we've been missing for thousands of years. So let's go into why it's important to bring the divine feminine back. So the divine feminine is the creator. It is the birther of new life on all levels. The divine feminine is needed because this is what brings another aspect into our lives that has been hidden. The ability to know ourselves fully. The ability to trust ourselves and trust our inner knowing. Our inner guru. To bring emotion and expression, nurturing and nourishment to our lives, to this world. The divine feminine is about allowing, while the divine masculine is about action. Both are key elements in understanding ourselves. To come into oneness, into wholeness, understanding and nurturing both of these traits is imperative. This is what can bring you back into balance by nurturing and understanding yourself, this divine masculine, divine feminine, understanding yourself at a whole new level. We are all divine essence. And within this divine essence are these two balancing elements. It's like the sun and the moon, the yin and the yang. One isn't better than the other, but both are required to bring back that harmony, that peace. So, but to bring it back into balance, we have to not only understand our triggers and our patterns, and then subsequently release them or heal them, but we also have to create new patterns and beliefs to who we want to be and where we want to go, how we want to create our lives deliberately. And stepping into our divine masculine and divine feminine selves is living from a place of love. And it can be done by just focusing our intention, our mindfulness, by refusing to continue to live in the same manner, with the same patterns, doing the same things. Because when we are operating in those patterns, and because we're so familiar with them, they are so known to us that we know what the outcome is going to be. So there is safety in that, in continuing with those patterns. So we live our lives on autopilot. And this is not a juicy, fulfilled life. It's a safe life, but it's not a fulfilled life. And there are certain things or situations where we feel autopilot works. Doing the dishes, driving to work. But when our actions and reactions are all based on past beliefs and patterns, because we've always done things a certain way, then we will see little growth or movement. Things will appear the same. And this is why there is a shake-up in the world. Maybe you've noticed that lately, just how things seem to be on this roller coaster ride. Maybe you're wondering why things are so discombobulated, and maybe you view the world as a dumpster fire. Because that's what it looks like from another perspective. So, what is the reason for this dumpster fire? It's because the shifts are happening in this world. Bigger shifts, stronger shifts that need to occur for change to happen. And they will get stronger and more prevalent the more we ignore them or refuse to change. What you resist persists. If you are ignoring that change, what is coming, things will change. There's no doubt about it. And the more you resist that change, that leveling up, the harder it will be. So the Divine Feminine is back. It is rising up. And maybe this seems a little woo-woo. Maybe it seems a little bit out there, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. And, yes, you could think that way. But the fact remains that we have been ignoring this Divine Feminine. We've been enhancing the masculine, more the distorted masculine, as being more important. We have been allowing the distorted feminine not really being in balance, not really feeling whole, feeling like something is missing in our lives, because we have this imbalance. And the older you get, as you go through the years, you begin to see this a whole lot more clearer. Things just become a lot clearer to you how imbalanced the world is. And then you are stuck wondering why or what's happening, questioning things. And then wondering about your own life and how out of balance it is. As I said earlier, to create wholeness, the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine need to come back together into balance, sharing the spotlight. They complement each other. Opposing forces like yin and yang work well together. They help you to awaken to your true self. And we've been living in this patriarchal world for a very long time. It's been the place where the feminine has been disregarded, stripping the feminine of her own true power, believing that the distorted or the low vibe masculine is the only way. And it's become such a habit for us to think this way, to act in this way, thinking that the distorted, lower vibe masculine energy is is the right way, the only way, it's normal, so we don't do anything about it. That whole idea that might makes right, that if we aren't forcing, controlling, and manipulating, then we are wimpy, or we're not doing anything, or we're not taking charge. If we show emotion or choose to live from a heart-centered place, then we are weak. And that's unfortunate that this is over so many years, hundreds, thousands of years, that this has been kind of the thought process that living from a heart-centered life is BS, or it's woo-woo, or being too heart-centered is you're too emotional. But this is what has been missing for so long. And the world is kind of messed up because we have not been harmonizing these energies or balancing these energies. Now, there is no weakness in showing up for ourselves, for showing emotions, for knowing when to choose allowing over action, intuition over logic. If you look at the world and certain aspects where there are balancing energies involved, you will be able to see why the feminine and the masculine in each and every one of us, nourishing that is so important. If you look at the brain, the hemispheres, the right and left hemisphere, and they both have different functions. But they work together. They come together to be able, so you can function properly. Look at yin yang. In yin yang, that's the feminine and the masculine traits. But if you look at the eyes in that particular symbol, they are opposite colors of what they are, meaning that we have within us all of those traits, the masculine in the feminine in the masculine, and they all come together to work in harmony. If you look at the caduceus, the symbol of the caduceus with the two snakes going up the rod, that is the masculine and feminine. That is the kundalini energy moving up that rod, the spine, because you need both of those energies to reach that nirvana, that higher potential, that connection with the all that is, with who you truly are as a divine being. And bringing these two beautiful energies, traits together, to work together, creates this wholeness, this whole life, a deeper understanding of yourself. It's so important that we, as we go along this self-love journey, that we really understand that and take a look at ourselves and how we've been taught or told that we shouldn't trust our emotion, our intuition, that we shouldn't show our emotions or our feelings, how that's been really made to appear as less important. The more important thing was logic, was rationale, was taking action, was taking or being manipulative or being competitive and always making sure that you are on top, that you are better. And that's just such a distorted way of looking at things. While the intuition and the allowing that type of energy was, or is, being silenced and kind of poo-pooed. But it is important. And the more that you work with this energy, this feminine energy, the divine feminine energy, and bring it back into harmony with the divine masculine, the more you will see and hear what's really happening inside of you and begin to trust that. And the more you go within and basically unravel that, all those past patterns or those belief systems, and go within and really get to know yourself and understand yourself. And going within and just listening to that deepest part of your soul, the more you begin to bring that to the surface, the more that you can understand it, the more you will trust that. And with divine masculine and divine feminine, or just the masculine and feminine traits, and bringing those back into harmony and utilizing them at certain points in your day, in your life, because there's always going to be a moment where you need to take action. And that is more masculine. And then there's going to be opportunities where you need to allow and just sit back and listen to your intuition. There's going to be times where you need to nourish something, nurture something. And then there's going to be times where you need to step up and use more logic and more rationale. This is why bringing these two energies together in harmony is so important. And the more that you do this, the more you understand it about yourself, that you have both of these beautiful characteristics and traits within you, the more that you will trust yourself and understand them and know when to utilize one more than the other. Because sometimes that's what we need. We need to maybe utilize the masculine traits a little bit more, or the feminine traits a little bit more, but they always come back into harmony with each other, into balance with each other. And that is working together because they complement each other. So we're going to go into a meditation here in a few minutes. But to allow this divine masculine and divine feminine, but mostly the divine feminine to rise within you, and you need to take the time to meditate, to tune into yourself, to your thoughts, to your emotions, and get to know yourself, to feel, to sense, to understand, to allow. These are all important. Understanding those two traits about yourself, those characteristics, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, the energies that come with them, and connecting to your divine essence and really understanding that, taking time out, having those times of sacredness, of honoring yourself, of carving out time in your day to go within and really get to know yourself, to move past all of the chatter in the outside world and what people are telling you how you should be, or the news or authority figures, how you should be, what you should be doing, rather than listening to your own intuition. And that's kind of how we've been taught not to really trust who we are and what we need. It's been taught out of us. And now we listen to outside sources rather than trusting our own intuition, trusting our own guidance system. Because we know. if we really truly get to know ourselves, going within and listening to ourselves, we will be able to hear that voice within us. That voice, that loving, caring, nurturing voice that wants us to live this fulfilled life. And that's something that we need to take time to do, to really understand about ourselves, to come back into harmony and balance. Now, we are going to start a meditation for about 5 to 10 minutes. So get into a comfortable position where you will not be disturbed. And just make sure you're comfortable. You can lie down, you can sit. Make sure you're warm or cool enough, whatever it is that you require. And as you get comfortable, I will let you know about the meditation courses and the self-love courses that I offer. You can go to my website at www.lovealchemywellness.ca, and you can check out the different types of services, the energy healing, the courses, the online courses, one-on-one self-love coaching to help bring you back into balance, into this divine masculine, divine feminine energy. So make sure that you are comfortable and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just sigh it out, just release it. Take another deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And with every breath, just allow yourself to relax. Allow your body to relax into the bed or whatever you are sitting or lying on. Just feel all the tension dissipate, fade away, giving it to the earth, allowing the earth to rise up to meet you, to connect with you. And as you are breathing, just allow the earth to begin to move in through your body. The energy of the earth rises up through the bottoms of your feet, grounding you and nurturing you. Allow that energy to rise up throughout your body, moving into your hips, into your torso, into your chest and your back. Just this grounding, beautiful, loving, nurturing energy from the earth. Moving up through your shoulders and down your arms and into your fingertips. And up through your throat and your neck. And through your head and your face. And out the top of your head. Spilling out all around you, this beautiful grounding energy. Now I want you to tune into the heart center, right at the center of your chest. And this is where the heart energy is, the loving energy, the nurturing energy. This is the hub of all creation. At the center of this energy is pure love, true love. And if you are unsure of what this might feel like, just allow light from that center to move out through your body. And just relax into it with the intention that you will begin to understand what this true love, this pure love, means and feels like. Just continue to allow that expansion, this heart expansion, throughout every area of your body. Allowing that to expand throughout and beyond your body. Continue with your breath. Continue with the inhale and the exhale. Continuing with the expansion of the heart center. Allow it to extend way beyond your body. Begin to sense that you are the divine essence in this physical form. And every cell of your body resonates and vibrates with this divine essence. Every part of you, your physical body, your energetic body, is all connected to this divine essence. Now feel the divine feminine begin to rise up, starting at the base of your spine. There's an energy there, divine feminine energy, that is love and light, nourishment, nurturing. It's allowing, it's creation. This divine feminine energy begins to rise up from the base of your spine, moving and spiraling its way up your spine, bringing in the divine light, divine love, divine feminine. Allow this light to move all the way up the top of your spine, and then into your crown chakra at the top of your head, opening up that crown chakra like a beautiful lotus flower. Connecting you on a deeper level to your divine essence. Just Just allow this beautiful energy to flow throughout your body, this connection to your essence. Allow it to anchor within you so that you can understand it at a deeper level. The more that you focus on it and draw your attention to it. Now, go back to the base of the spine, to the divine masculine energy that is lying there, waiting, this beautiful light. And begin to focus on this divine masculine energy, this light, rising up along the same path of the spine, spiraling upwards. This beautiful energy bringing you this beautiful life force, this love. And connecting with the divine feminine at the top of the spine, moving into the crown chakra, opening up that divine energy at the top of your head, coming into connection with the divine feminine, creating balance and wholeness, creating a deeper connection with your divine essence. This is who you are. You are love, you are light. You are the divine. Now sit with this energy as long as you like, basking in the glow of this divine love, this divine connection, the convergence of the divine masculine and divine feminine together. Just allow it to radiate throughout your body, outside your body, and all around you. You don't need to rush. You can come out of this at any time. And whenever you are ready, you can just bring yourself back into your body by slowly waking yourself up. Enjoy this moment of divine love. Namaste.